All right, man. What's good? What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? Hold up. This light is freaking nuts. Hold up. This light is nuts right now. It's like a light bright. I gotta get this good. It's so bright in here. What's good? What's good with y'all? What's good with y'all? Let me turn some of this light off. It's like it's crazy. I'm super duper light skin right now. Like super duper light skin. Y'all can hear me? Hold up. I just want to make sure the audio is good. Let me make sure the audio is good on my end. I want to make sure the audio is good. My hair look crazy, so it's got to get done. Make sure the audio is good. Make sure the audio is good. My hair look crazy, so it's got to get done. Testing, testing. My hair look crazy, so it's got to get done. Testing, testing. All right, man. What's good? What's good? What's good with everybody? How's everybody? How's everybody going? How's everybody year going? I know my year been a roller coaster. I'm going to stream every day this month of December. I'm gonna stream every day. Every day I'm streaming. Like literally gonna be streaming every day. So so yeah, so make sure y'all follow me on Main Event Trade 33. I'm on all platforms. I'm gonna be on Kick. Kick is gonna be more so of the uncut content. Like I'm really just not holding back or anything. But yeah, just want to discuss like a few things that's going on in the world and whatever that I feel like people is missing. And I told you, like if you was on my before my other TikTok has got banned for life, got banned for life. I said 2025 was gonna be one of those years that it's like, man, this is brutal. This is brutal. It's like one of those years that's going to be like insane. Like we have so many different events happening. It's been a wild roller coaster in this whole month, like this whole month, and and also I think it's becoming more of a simulation, more and more like the way society is going. It's like being more like not even real. Like it's to the point that sometimes you feel like you're stuck in some type of loop. The amount of people you hang out with, the type of people you hang out with. It just feel like a loop. It just feel like damn, this shit don't even seem real because it's just not. Everybody's on their phones. Everybody is you know, glued to like the internet. Um, you, People start to realize like sports is just rigged and everything is orchestrated. So it's like nothing is just real. Nobody's not really making real stuff, and the quality of things is disappearing as well, and whatever. But yeah, I really wanted to talk about the Diddy documentary. I felt like watching that and people just like, oh, the obvious, like, Diddy was a horrible person. But I think he is a small sample size of a big problem that goes on in that business, that goes on anybody that have that much money and have that much power. And I really believe this. I really believe you billionaires and those high ranked millionaires, I believe they all evil. I don't care what anybody say because the and it's a reason why biblically it's said, it's gonna be hard for somebody with that have that much money enter into the gates of heaven, you know, because their mentality to keep on getting the money and not using your own money. And then it gives you a complex. I just wanted more money. I want to have the status of being the the person that have the most money. Like that's an accomplishment. When we have so many people that's homeless, so many people that's struggling with money, you live in the same country as this person, but you should be applauded, championed. or you should be on a pedestal saying that, oh, he had the most money ever. Like Elon Musk, it's like, okay, if you got, they say like he's on something like trillionaire, that's not a good accomplishment when the place you live at is struggling, is in debt with other countries. And like it like weird stuff. Like I think it was the Maui fires like years ago, a few years ago in Iraq, and freaking Oprah was like, "Hey guys, it was a terrible, terrible fire. It was a disaster. We want everybody to let's raise money for the people in Maui. Let's raise money for them. And my organization, the Rock and Sock Connection, the Rock and Sock Oprah Connection. It is like, and people, and now it's 2025. This generation, I give this generation credit. They not beat for the BS. They can see right through everything now. They can see right through everything. They say, why the hell y'all not giving up the money? Y'all billionaires. Y'all can literally give 10 million apiece and y'all be good. Or you tell the rest of your billionaire friends. If your billionaire friends give 10 million, if you have 10 billionaire friends, they give up 10 million apiece. That's $100 million. That's covered. We don't even need to raise money. It's like they saying that you're trying to get these you're trying to get regular people to put money for something when they're struggling too. When you obviously got the money. They don't use their own money. They hoard money. They hoard it. They hoard money. And that's why they be so away from reality. That's why they lack empathy, because somebody that have that much money, they're gonna lack empathy. They don't feel sorry. They're so out of touch of reality because they're not in the premise of these people that's just regular people. They're not in their atmosphere. So they're gonna lack empathy, and they're gonna just continue on making money. And then the money creates power. You create this complex, this God complex, saying that, I'm untouchable. I can do whatever I want because you have that much money, especially in America, when this country focal point is capitalism. So if the country focused strictly on money, it's like, okay, it's I got all the money, so I got all the power, and I can do whatever I want. That's why I like Elon Musk. He could just go whatever he wants. If I want to go to space, I'm gonna do it. I don't need no freaking nobody to tell me I can't do it because I got all the money. And that's what I'm saying. The Diddy situation in that small world he in. That's what I'm saying. That's a small world he's in. That's a small world because Diddy don't got more money than more money and power than the people that's his balls, or the people that control what he do, or the elites of the world. He don't got that type of money. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, people like 50 Cent, I'm like, you only doing that because you don't like the brother. You ain't doing it because, to point out the fact that, these people are hurting people. These people are manipulators. These people are, they're demons at this point. They're demons. And you're not pointing that fact out to help victims that was victimized by this guy. You just don't like the guy. I don't know if it's because of your baby mother. Diddy was mess with your baby mother, and he did some petty stuff, and you thought, I'm gonna be petty and ruin his life. And it's like, okay, but you're not doing it out of like helping, and it's just like, it's crazy. And I feel like also regular people too. Like I was watching the Breakfast Club, and they was just basically saying like, because there was a scene that Diddy, he was in Harlem because he's basically trying to do this PR so he could go back to his home and you know get people to like him again, because like he's being hated by everybody because of what he did to Cassie and everything that's been coming out. So he's trying to like put this image like I'm going back home to my people. And he was amongst the people shaking hands, hugs or whatever. And then they had a scene because 50 Cent, he got a hold of the videographer that was filming Diddy through the process of him going before him going to jail being indicted. He, I guess, the videographer paid somebody for that, probably paid TMZ, and it's like, you can't really trust anybody now. And then 50 Cent got a hold of it. He put everything in there. So basically, Diddy was like, yo, I gotta take a shower. I need some hand sanitizer. Like, basically saying these people is dirty. Like, yo, I need some hand sanitizer. I need a shower. I need to be under that water. It's like I need like motherfuckers is dirty. And it's like, and then people breathful, they say like that's messed up. See how fake he is. I'm like, Charlemagne, you would be the same way. Regular people's like that. I know sometimes I'd be like that. I'd be like, that's why I usually be giving pounds, because I don't like giving handshake, because people, they'll go in the bathroom, they'll probably use the bathroom and not even wash their hands. And I don't like that. And whatever. I'm the same way. It's nothing wrong with you. So y'all just trying to hit a man while he's down. That's what we always do. And we are worst enemies. We're the representation of some of these people, because we've been supporting these people for so long, and we knew these people have hitting dark secrets. You cannot have that much money. You cannot have that much fame. You cannot last that long if you wasn't doing some slimy, demon, evil, manipulative, narcissistic things behind closed doors to even get to the position you was at. Like, that's freaking real talk. That's real talk. That's why I said Diddy is a small piece of a big problem that been happening in this industry. That industry is wicked. You cannot have that much money, that much power, and be a sane individual. You're a monster, because you control so many people's lives. Like the people that control the entertainment business, they control politics. We already know who they are. It ain't no different. You don't want to follow the rules, we're going to take you out. We're going to lock you up, or we're going to take you out. They like I said, go on kick. I'm going to be on kick, and I'm going to explain. I'm going to say to people, I can't say it here because YouTube will shut me down. But I'm saying they won't 50 Cent won't even dare put a documentary on them dudes, because those are dudes that pay that pay him. Those are his balls. Those are people that control the things that he do. He won't put that out. He won't put that out. That's why I'm like, Diddy is just a small problem, Obviously, Diddy was a very jealous man, because he wanted the talent, and the people that control the industry, they're the same way. They ain't no different than Diddy. Diddy adopt that mindset of his bosses, of the elitists. And the thing is, you want to keep climbing. And I heard Diddy, he wanted to create his own, like because he been the spokesperson for Ciroc so long, he wanted to create his own. And they're like, no, you're not. You ain't creating your own. No. You our mascot. You don't create your own. You're not doing none of that. You ain't create your own. That what the you see my lip. It's in my lip like it's chopped. But you ain't creating your own. No, you ain't doing that. Anybody, I'm gonna do that, because he got that God complex. Like, I want to control. Now I want to be over you guys. And they said, now you're messing up. Now you losing focus. Now we gotta humble you. They do that. If you want to once you get to that status, to those guys that control the music industry, they control these politicians, they control these presidents, they control these pharmaceutical companies, they could literally control everything that we do. Foreign affairs. When you get to that point over there and you're not listening, you're trying to get over them, they're gonna say you're tripping now. Now we gotta bring you back to a reality. Now we gotta shame and humiliate you. And then that's not enough. We just gonna get rid of you. We just go get rid of you and give you a motherfucking holiday. That's what you gonna do. Just go get rid of you and give you a holiday and say, and then we go get paid off for your likenesses, your likeness. We'll get paid off of that. If you're a musician, we gonna get paid off of your music. We just gonna say this was it's a inspiring man. Like you see that Muhammad Ali, this was an inspiring man. This was just an amazing person. And then they celebrate you when you're gone. But when you was here and you was making legendary music or you was doing legendary things in your profession, but you start to see that industry you in is like y'all don't really give a damn about me, and then you start to rebel from that. They like I said, they humiliate you. You know, they'll lock you up, or they'll just flat out just get rid of you. Like Muhammad Ali, he wasn't getting they ain't start celebrating him. You see in the back, they wouldn't start celebrating him until he couldn't really speak when he wasn't in his right state of mind because you know he had that disease. Man was an outspoken man. This man rather go to jail than fight in that war to kill innocent people. That's an honorable man. But he wasn't viewed as an honorable man. He was viewed as somebody that was just, you know, oh, this person is troubled. This person is difficult. They always say this person is difficult because they don't want they rebel for doing your evil acts. Like that's the thing. That's what it really comes down to. They rebel for doing those people evil acts. So and then they celebrate you when you're gone. They're like, oh, and these people, they the ones that be getting rid of you. They the ones that trash your image because if you're trying to get over them, or let's say you try to get over them, or you woke up, you're like, this industry is not for me. I don't want to do this shit no more. Y'all motherfuckers is evil. And then you wanna leave or you want to expose them. They said, now you're tripping. We control everything. We control the banks, we control Hollywood, we control these politicians, we control all that. So we're gonna shut everything down. We're gonna blacklist you. You know, we're gonna shame you. We're gonna kill your image. And if you still trying to come back or whatever, we're gonna lock you up. And you still come back, overcome that. We go just get rid of you. That's what they do. And then what they do is they build you back up when you're gone, and then they make money off your stuff. That's what I'm saying. This whole Diddy documentary, small sample size for a humongous problem. Don't just look at Diddy like, oh, this guy is a monster. His boss. Just look at the people that's over him, and he a monster. These motherfuckers is demons. Because he inherit those people that he's over. He inherited them. Why we never see a documentary of some of these guys that's the elitists out there? We'll see that, but they'll be like, that's a conspiracy theorist video. We'll shut that shit down. They'll shut that shit down. It's because they call them the boogeyman. It's like when we go to work. It's like when we go to work, we got the employee, we got the supervisor, we got the ops manager, we got the general manager, and you got like the president, you got the VP, but then you got the CEO. You never see him. You never see them. And then when they be getting rid of people, who gets blamed? Who gets blamed? The people that they can touch, the people that they can see. CEOs don't never get blamed for nothing. You don't see them. They're the ones that control everything. They're the ones that's making the final decisions of everything. Nobody gets on them. Nobody sees them. But they're the ones that's the problem. So going back to that, did he have a boss? Them people is just if he's a monster, they're demons. He adapted all of that. That's why people like, damn, he literally was the reason why Biggie, because Biggie didn't want to go to California. So it was kind of set up because Diddy was jealous. So for Diddy to become that superstar that he always wanted to be, he got to get rid of Biggie. So probably sell him up, allegedly, go to California, sell him up, get him out of there, have him pay for his own funeral for his royalties. People like, oh, that's messed up. Yeah, but the people up top, they do it all the time. They do it all the time. They'll get rid of somebody. They'll big them up. They'll give them a holiday. They'll give them all this stuff and whatever. They'll take their freaking catalog like they do the Prince, like they do the Michael Jackson. Take their catalog, and then they get all the money. They get all the money. These guys is living 90 years old, living off of their 6 heart transplant, just taking people's hearts and organs. They're the boogeyman. You know, we'll never see documentaries of that. 50 Cent won't even dare put a documentary on. We won't get a full. We will never. I don't care. I know it's a Epstein documentary out there. What's that other woman that I forgot her name? That was just, you know, she's in a case that's not even, it's public, but it's not the focal point like how Diddy's case was. And it's not, I'm not trying to protect Diddy in any type of way. I'm just trying to point out that that's just a small situation for a bigger problem. The bigger case is we'll never find that out. We'll never find that. That would never be in the news, all over the news. You know, they'll put something that, oh, let's just give them this and whatever, so they could be entertained by that. It's like a whole bunch of distractions and shit like that. So I'm just like, man, I'm like, we be caught up of like entertainment and these distractions to the point that we believe like that is the end all be all, and all Diddy is just he's just a micro piece of a humongous problem that goes on in that industry. And that's why I'm saying that I don't think you can be like a multi-triple millionaire, billionaire above that and you can be a good person. I don't see it, you know. Even that dude, what's that dude, Mr. Beast, that be doing all those, you know, he's that YouTube streamer, whatever. And he be doing the content like giving back water and stuff like that. My opinion, I don't think that's another one. Damn it. That's how Illuminati said it. He don't like a good dude. He smiled all the time. You can see right through his BS. He just get people to donate to make him look good. He ain't gonna never use his own money to, what's the name? That's what I'm saying. These people hoard money. They hoard it all the time. They make money. They make the most money, and then they get free stuff all the time, and they don't use their own money because everything is tax write-off. People are like, well, that's smart. But I'm like, but damn, if you have all the money, if you generate freaking 100 million a year, if you generate all that money and whatever, it's okay. You could do tax write-offs so you won't have like crazy taxes to pay. But damn, you got legendary wealth right now. You got enough to solve a lot of issues that you feel like it's a problem in the world. So, and I know people say, well, you use their influence in that, but they still don't even do that. They still won't even do that because they won't denounce like big, you know, some of these problems in our country that constantly happen, and we constantly put under the rug. I won't go in that Pandora's box. You have to go to Kick. Main event trade 33 on Kick. I don't hold nothing back. I say names. I don't hold nothing back. But YouTube will shut my shit down. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about that. Like we can't just point out and say like, okay, these guys is monsters, when the people if these guys is monsters, the people that's over them is just the freaking Antichrist. You know, they're the worst. They're the worst of the worst. They control all of it. And these guys, like Diddy, like they said, Diddy didn't have no talent, so he was jealous of that. So that's why he was envious of people and he was trying to screw people over. Those people that control everything don't have no talent. They don't have no talent. Like Bill Gates, for example, right? just a dude that just patents people's ideas. He's not he didn't really like invent anything. All he do is patent other people's ideas. That's what he does. He licenses it. He'll see like, oh, this person created that he don't got the money to be able to to have that idea. So I'm gonna patent that idea. That's what he do. Ain't no different. These guys is not talented. These guys is not innovators out there. These guys is just, they're thieves. They take people's ideas. They envious of the talents that people have, and they just exploit you. And then they have a nerve to blackmail you. And then when they blackmail you, you need the money, and they be like, "Well, what you gonna do for this money?" And then they just say, "I need a piece of your soul." So I know you won't tell me you won't tell them what I did to you. And they always control them with fear. They'll scare them, control them with fear, and then boom. So it's just like I said, it's not a good industry. It's bigger than Diddy. I should have made the title is bigger than Diddy. I might change it. I might change the title. It's bigger than Diddy. Okay, got it. I don't know why. All right, I got it. It just keeps doing that. So, but yeah, I'm gonna end it. I just wanted to do just a small video of me just venting about it because I'm just seeing people. I'm just like, yo, y'all can't be trusted, man. Y'all just can't be trusted. And also when people like, oh, this person is just terrible, man. You terrible. You ain't no better. You ain't no better. It'd be the only person just laying on the street and you just walk right by them. You ain't no better than those people out there that you claim. That's why we shouldn't be placing judgment on people. MJ made a song, "The Man in the Mirror." Nobody wants to look and say, "Damn, I gotta change." I looking at myself every day. I'm like, how could I get better as a person? How can I change? How could I just use what I have? You know, and it's not much, but use what I have to be able to help somebody. And if you know if and the people that know me, when when I leveled up on my stocks and everything, what I did was I gave the information away. I didn't even keep it because I want everybody to eat. It don't make sense for me to only eat and nobody else. It's just stupid. It's just stupid. We all eat. We all win. You know, these people is not like that. These people want to be the only people that have the money because they want the power. They want people to rely on them. These people sick. These people is just sick. They're not good people. They're demons amongst us, and their days are gonna come too. You know, they're not gonna keep getting away with that. But yo, make sure you follow me, Main Event Trey, subscribe and everything. Also follow me on Twitch. Everything is the same thing. Main Event Trey. That's my name on all platforms. Twitch, I just usually just play games, play NCAA, play Call of Duty, COD, what they say. Kick, I go crazy and kick. I don't hold back and kick. I I don't hold back. It's just uncensored everything on kick. And so this week I'll be in Cleveland, taking a road trip to Cleveland. I'm gonna be doing an IRL on Twitch, to show like me in Cleveland. Gonna watch some Browns play and just having a good time. So make sure you follow me. But yeah, appreciate everybody that's been watching, and I see you when I see y'all. Peace out.